Hey everybody, this is Chris with the Rockabilly Customs channel, and I did something today that I had to redo a little bit, and yeah, so let me tell you about the audio of the Maverick. The back speakers are professional 4x9 or 6x9s Kenwoods with the carbon fiber comb in them and all that. I forgot what the front is. The front is some kind of competition also, but I got them from a buddy. They're still brand in the box. I forgot what they are. I just got to look at them. And, well, we're selling the Durango in the video there. So I pulled the radio out. And the radio is this really nice Kenwood. So this is the Kenwood KDC, which has Kenwood Bluetooth BT362U. So has a CD player in it. This changes all different colors. It has Bluetooth compatibility, which most of them basically all do now. Pandora and iHeartRadio. So I don't have Pandora or iHeartRadio, but it's still pretty cool that you can get that on there. So has a rear, front, and subwoofer left and right. So yeah, really cool. Now let me flip the camera around and show you what I have done to get this thing mounted inside the car. But first, I wanted to show you I'll have the radio first in here. I see that gap right there, and then that little Bluetooth radio right here from Dual. Yeah, it's a cheapo, so that's how I have it right now hooked in, okay? And okay, so you saw the mount like that with the Dual radio. It was just to get it in there and get it working. Now, in the factory bracket, or the factory radio bracket, had like a square piece for the gate, for the display and the little push buttons, but then there's two circles on the side for your dials to change your FM station and to turn the volume up and down, which these right here. Yeah, I cut them, and somebody that's the purist for the Mavericks, are probably going to be like, what did you do? Why did you do that? You are destroying this car. You know what? I don't care. I'm not trying to build a Maverick that's completely original and all that. I am trying to build something to what I like, to my liking. So, cut that out. Now let me flip the camera out and show y'all what this bracket looks like now. Well, here you go. Yep. So you have 3 or 4 bolts on the top. We'll hook that to the dash, and then it will literally just hang there. So yeah, I went back and I scraped the chrome lip off of it. So we're going to get some painter's tape. We're going to put it on there, take a razor blade, and cut around it, and then we're going to go back over it with Crayon's matte black. So then we're going to go over it with matte clear. Once that all dries, peel the tape, and then we're going to wire the radio in. Then we're going to, wire the radio in, we're going to take that plug out. So take the plug out, wire it in, and then we're going to take this, hook that in, bolting that in, and then we'll put the radio in, and we'll see how it works with the Kenwood speakers in the back and the speakers up front, which, I don't know. I might switch those to Kenwood, have all Kenwood system in this Maverick. It'd be sick. So, yeah. Now, what's cool about this one, it has some extra wires. This is steering wheel input. So, if you have like your controls on your newer cars, that wire would go to that. Then this wire, it's mute. So if you have a mute button, you could hit that. So I might actually, nah, we're not going to wire a mute button in this damn thing. No, we're good. And then this other one, these wires are so jangled. Ant count, ANTCONT. I don't know what that is. Now this came in the Durango, so we didn't have no instructions or nothing. I just have the little remote that goes with it. So, and this radio was so nice. I was like, no, that's not going with the Durango. So it's going with me. It's going in the Maverick. So, because I have Kenwood, like I said, I have Kenwood 6x9s in the back. I got to see what I have up front. They're not Kenwoods because they were given to from me from a buddy that's still brand new in the box. So yeah. First step to get the Maverick back on the road: audio. So we'll do that, and then I don't know. I'll go online and see what direction these damn clips go on. They go on these little pieces right here, so it holds your molding on. So, and look at there. There's another one I was going to probably switch this out to. I tell you this, I haven't worked on this car for so long that I kind of forgot exactly what part goes to how I was going to do things. So, but yeah, I get these figured out. I can glue my windshield in. I need to get some twine so we can do that. Also, we need to wash the car. Yeah, I need to wash it. I want to put the windshield in and cover the engine up a bit, and then we will wash this car down because the windows are still in it. The gasket for the windows are still there. I need to order new gaskets here. I need to get some tint to put on this glass right here, clean it up and put it in. Then I can glue it in there, and then I need to finish tying up my headliner. Got to be careful. I don't want to knock this glass over here. But yeah, straighten out the headliner. Then windows will be in. We'll tint the sides too down to 5% or 10% tint. So do that. I am going to get some metal tomorrow to start finishing out my gauge cluster. My gauge cluster is literally setting right over here somewhere. I thought I had it over here. It might actually be in the car itself. I know I got the gauges all right here. Yeah, I think yeah, it's in the car. So yeah, it's a mess over here, guys. I ain't gonna lie. And when I say it's in the car, it's gonna be in the trunk. So yeah. But yeah, the only thing I need to do to the gauge cluster is on the Mavericks. The gauge cluster had like just 2 pods or 2 gauges. It went up, it curved up, and then it kind of flipped back a little bit right up to the dash to kind of follow the contour of the dash. That little right up kind of goes around the whole gauge cluster. That's what I need to do. Need to get something, and then I need to get some spool for my welder and just tack it on the tut. Then I've got some mud body filler that I'm going to wipe over, do a thin coat over the gauge cluster, and then sand that all down. That's going to be a nightmare sanding, but hey, gonna make it look good. And then we'll spray it to match the dash, and then we'll bolt it in. And then we'll be able to put my gauges all together. Now, one thing I do got to do to my gauges, put some freaking LEDs in them, because I bought the cheapest gauges. They're analog for the Maverick because they have a little chrome lip on them. But the deal is they have standard light bulbs in them. So yeah, I might go ahead and order off Amazon a pack of blue. Or what if I go just straight white, like Snow White? No, I'll do some other color. Maybe blue or green. That would look sick. So do that. So light those gauges up even more and change the numbers on them really cool looking. So get those and that. And then I'm going to get a control panel for the start the engine. So do that. Start from the inside. Boom. That. And then that's going to be the next couple videos. Then brakes. After that, get the brakes in. I'm going to get some fasteners and hook the fuel line up because fuel lines hanging. I need to get they've got these cool little brackets on Amazon that you can get to hang that stuff up. So, because the car will start as soon as you put a good battery and put some fuel in it. She starts up. She sounds damn good still. So, yeah. So let's get her done. First, let's get the audio sounding damn good in there. All right, everybody. Well, we got the radio working in here. And if you watch it long enough, it'll start changing colors. So, I got the music paused because the fact that it's copyright law. And right there it started changing. So, that's one reason I do like it. There is a CD player, also works great. All the speakers work great. And this thing works great also. So, I got, like I said, got the trim and all painted. I got it bolted in, and I got the old one out. And here's the old one right here. It's just a dual, thin little thing. It's Bluetooth. You can answer your phone with it. AM, FM radio. That's really it. Just a basic radio nowadays. So it'll work great for like the lawnmower maybe. But the car, I'm happy I got an actual radio in here, not no knockoff cheap thing. So yeah, so Kenwood. And I'll say this, I already had this thing playing and it just sounds so incredible in here. You definitely a big difference from that dual to the Kenwood because of manufacturing. The Kenwood is a more professional grade, up there with Memphis and all that. So yeah, now my front speakers are not Memphis. These are focal speakers. They have a big coil on them and all that, so really good speaker. They sound really good. I mean, this thing was cranked up. You could hear everything. It wasn't sound jumble, it wasn't sound messy or nothing like that. It was clear tunes coming out of everything, and so everything was working great. Now what I still got to do is fix my wiring by tightening it up, make sure everything's good, make sure everything's wrapped like it should. You can see my cluster wires down there where it's the radio hooked to. I do need to tape all that together, so boom, turn it right off. So yeah, I'll leave the keys in it. No one's gonna take off with it. But yeah, also another thing I did, yeah, that it's my package tray that goes up underneath there. Gives me a reason to fix it and make it even better. I'm thinking about putting something in it to glue it, but also put something in it to cover it up to adhere to it. So yeah, so sucked that this thing broke. I fixed it once. It broke in the spot that it broke, but no worries, it's just plastic. I can fix it. Also, it gives me a good reason to have this out because I can put my ventilation in for my vents. So I figured, well, this is where the radio goes. One vent's going to go there, and who trimmed this? My grandfather did. So yeah, so I'm thinking one was going to go right here too, but that's going to interfere with my switches. Then again, the switches might move, so that would be just fine. Radio goes here, CB goes underneath it, so there'd be another one right here possibly. So yeah, but hey, that's going to be in next video. We'll come back and fix this because I still got to get some material. I don't have nothing here, so for plastic welding. So what can I do next time? Let's see. Well, I've already been starting to put some of these clips in, so I'll finish putting these clips in. We'll finish getting the headliner in, and then we'll talk about putting the windshield in. Get it glued in there, and then I'll get some tint. We'll tint this. We'll put it in there. Put my quarter glass in, and then there's glass already in there. And technically, I can wash this thing. Just push it out and wash it, and pull it back in. So I can get all this dust off of it. I do got to fix a few spots where I chipped it because it's been in here for so long. That won't be an issue. So, looking good, slowly. Also, I'm going to take the dash out. Dash pad's already out where you can take it out. So, it's just in there for fitment issues with the center console that I'm building. So, I'm going to fiberglass it, and then we're going to put a sticker over it. It's basically what we're going to do. So, yeah. Okay, well, we got the radio in the car. We got the Kenwood hooked up. You saw it working. Now, like I said, I cannot play no music because of copyright laws. I'll just let you know I was listening to the Butcher Baby. So if you're into metal, that's a damn good band right there. So, all right, a little bit closer to getting this Maverick done. So make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bells. Merry Christmas, everybody, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.